Hey everybody! Welcome back to my channel. Or welcome for the first time. Either way, I'm glad you're here. Today, we're about to embark on a whirlwind adventure through Turkey, exploring the top 5 places you absolutely cannot miss. We're talking ancient history, stunning landscapes, vibrant culture, delicious food, basically, all the good things in life, all in one place. So buckle up, get ready for some serious wanderlust, and let's get this Turkish adventure started. First stop, Istanbul. This city is absolutely buzzing with energy. Where else can you find ancient Roman ruins next to bustling markets and mosques? Speaking of ancient wonders, let's talk about the Hagia Sophia. This building has been a church, a mosque, and now it's a museum. The dome is seriously impressive. It's like they plucked it straight out of a fairy tale. And right across from the Hagia Sophia, you'll find the Blue Mosque, known for its stunning blue tiles. When you hear the call to prayer echoing from its minarets, it's just magical. No trip to Istanbul is complete without getting lost in the labyrinthine alleys of the Grand Bazaar. This place is a shopper's paradise, with everything from spices and carpets to ceramics and jewelry. Oh, and don't even get me started on the food in Istanbul. From the savory Turkish delights to the mouth-watering kebabs, your taste buds will be doing a happy dance. Make sure to try the Turkish coffee too. It's strong, delicious, and will definitely wake you up in the morning. But Istanbul isn't just about the big-name attractions. Wander through the colorful Balat neighborhood with its charming houses and steep winding streets, or hop on a ferry and cruise down the Bosphorus Strait, the waterway that divides Istanbul between Europe and Asia. Trust me, the views are incredible. You'll see grand palaces, Ottoman-era mansions, and maybe even a pod of dolphins if you're lucky. After you've had your fill of sightseeing, grab a seat at a local cafe, sip on some apple tea, and just soak it all in. Next up, we're off to Cappadocia, a place so magical you'll think you've stepped into a real-life fairy tale. I'm talking whimsical landscapes, hot air balloons dotting the sky, and ancient cave dwellings that look like they were carved by giants. The star of the show here is definitely the fairy chimneys. These towering rock formations are unlike anything you've ever seen before, and they're even more impressive up close. You can explore the caves inside, some of which were once homes, churches, and even entire underground cities. And speaking of caves, you have to visit the Görem Open Air Museum. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's home to a complex of rock-cut churches and monasteries that date back to the 10th century. The frescoes inside are incredibly well preserved, offering a fascinating glimpse into the region's Byzantine past. But let's be real, the main reason we all want to come to Cappadocia is for the hot air balloons, right? And let me tell you, it does not disappoint. Waking up before dawn to watch hundreds of balloons rise above the otherworldly landscape is an experience you'll never forget. It's like floating through a dream, especially as the sun starts to peek over the horizon, painting the sky in a kaleidoscope of colors. Cappadocia is a region that truly has something for everyone. Get ready to be blinded by the white stuff, folks, because our next stop is Pamukkale, also known as Cotton Castle in Turkish. This place looks like something straight out of a winter wonderland. But instead of snow, it's covered in dazzling white travertine terraces. These terraces are formed by natural hot springs that cascade down the hillside, leaving behind calcium deposits that have created these stunning pools. You can actually walk barefoot on the terraces and take a dip in the warm, mineral-rich water. It's said to have healing properties, but even if it doesn't cure your ailments, it's still an incredibly relaxing and surreal experience. But Pamukkale is more than just a pretty face. It's also home to the ancient city of Hierapolis, which was founded in the 2nd century BC. This well-preserved Roman spa town boasts an impressive amphitheater, a grand colonnaded street, and a fascinating necropolis, or cemetery, with over 1,200 tombs. And while you're exploring Hierapolis, make sure to check out the antique pool, also known as Cleopatra's Pool. Legend has it that Cleopatra herself bathed in these waters. And who are we to argue with a queen? The pool is filled with ancient Roman columns and ruins, making it an incredibly unique swimming experience. But even if you don't get to take a dip in Cleopatra's pool, there's still plenty to see and do in Pamukkale. You can visit the Pamukkale Museum, which houses artifacts from Hierapolis, or take a hike up to the top of the terraces for breathtaking views of the surrounding valley. Get ready to feel like you've stepped back in time, because our next stop is Ephesus, one of the best preserved ancient Roman cities in the world. This place is seriously impressive, and you can just feel the history oozing from every stone. As you walk down the marble streets, past the towering columns and grand facades, it's easy to imagine what life must have been like in Ephesus during its heyday. This was once a bustling port city, a center of trade and commerce, and home to the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Speaking of the Temple of Artemis, unfortunately, all that's left today is a single column, but it's still a powerful reminder of the grandeur that once stood here. The temple was dedicated to Artemis, the Greek goddess of the hunt, and it was said to be 4 times larger than the Parthenon in Athens. But even without the Temple of Artemis, Ephesus is still a sight to behold. One of the most impressive structures is the Library of Celsus, with its grand facade and imposing statues. It was once the 3rd largest library in the Roman Empire, and it's easy to imagine scholars and philosophers poring over scrolls in its grand halls. Another must-see is the Great Theater, a massive amphitheater that could seat up to 25,000 people. Can you imagine the spectacles that must have taken place here? From gladiatorial combats to theatrical performances, this was the entertainment hub of Ephesus, and the acoustics are still amazing today. Last but not least, we're ending our Turkish adventure in Antalya, a beautiful coastal city that's got it all: stunning beaches, a charming old town, and a vibrant atmosphere. Whether you want to relax on the sand, explore ancient ruins, or indulge in some delicious Turkish cuisine, Antalya has something for everyone. Let's start with the beaches, because who doesn't love a little sun and sand? Antalya is home to some of the most beautiful beaches in Turkey, with crystal clear turquoise waters and soft golden sand. You can relax on a sun lounger, go for a swim, or try your hand at water sports like jet skiing, parasailing, or windsurfing. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can even take a boat trip to explore the nearby coves and islands. For those who prefer to stay on dry land, there's plenty to see and do in Antalya's charming old town, Kalesi. This historic neighborhood is a maze of narrow, winding streets lined with Ottoman-era houses, boutique shops, and cozy cafes. You can spend hours getting lost in the alleys, discovering hidden courtyards, and soaking up the laid-back atmosphere. And make sure to check out Hadrian's Gate, a triumphal arch built in honor of the Roman Emperor Hadrian in 130 AD. It's one of the best preserved Roman structures in Antalya, and a popular spot for photos. But Antalya is not just about beaches and history. It's also a great place to experience Turkish culture. You can visit the Antalya Museum, which houses a fascinating collection of artifacts from the region's rich history, or catch a traditional Turkish folk dance performance. And of course, no trip to Turkey is complete without indulging in some delicious Turkish cuisine. Antalya is a foodie's paradise, with everything from fresh seafood restaurants to traditional kebab houses. Make sure to try the local specialty, piyaz, a salad made with white beans, tahini, and lemon juice. Well, there you have it. Our whirlwind tour of Turkey's top 5 must-see destinations has come to an end. From the bustling streets of Istanbul to the magical landscapes of Cappadocia, the dazzling white terraces of Pamukkale, the ancient ruins of Ephesus, and the sun-kissed beaches of Antalya, Turkey has truly captured our hearts. I hope this video has inspired you to add Turkey to your travel bucket list. Trust me, it's a journey you won't forget. Until next time, keep keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep on adventuring. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next adventure.